What's up, guys? Let's keep this show a-rollin'. We've got Chapter 4, The Well of Souls story for LEGO Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures. We're also going to pick up an achievement called Why Did It Have to Be Snakes? This is one of my favorite parts of this movie coming up, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into some action right after we load into a quick cutscene. So, shh. And once we get control of our characters, we'll take Indy and go to the top of the screen and use our whip to whip it good and pull out a small kind of half-shift bridge here. We'll go ahead and jump across it with Salah and push both of these giant statues to the back of their checkerboard paths. Now, watch that next step. It's a doozy. As you can see, I fell off and fell into the land of snakes there, which is not good for anybody. But the goal here is, once you push both of those statues back, the left side gives you some buildable bricks, and the right side gives you a torch to light up that fire. Once the fire is set, Indy should be able to make his way across, and we can go ahead and advance into the next doorway here, which takes us to, it's a trap. That's right, we got some traps falling from the sky. We're going to use Salah to go ahead and take out all of the snakes along the way. In fact, we get all the way to the end and 2 more drops. So we have to deal with 4 snakes before we can actually use the book to decrypt those hieroglyphics on the wall there. Okay, thank you, Salah, as Indy is so scared. Now, I totally messed this up. I got a little button happy here. I probably should have just edited this out. But, again, I am a real person, and I make mistakes sometimes, too. So I figured I'd leave this in. So we'll go ahead and match up the pattern here that goes ahead and opens the door. Now, I'm going to grab a couple of bluesies hanging out up top real quick before we bounce on out of here. Now, this next room is highly problematic. I had some issues with it when I did my trial run, and I accidentally made a mistake on my second run, too. So this is actually round 3 for me, so nailed it first try, as we like to say around here. But what we're going to do is grab this piece on the right. We're actually going to place it on this spinning piece in the corner. Make sure it sneaks in and tucks all the way into that corner. And then once we do that, we're going to actually take Indy and jump him up on this front left one and use Salah to push it and lock it in. Now we're going to switch back and jump or yeet ourselves to that back one there. And booyaka shao, we can actually switch this other one over. But this is where it gets tricky, because you have to push it all the way in and wait for that piece to pivot over so Indy can jump on it and swing across with his Whip of Fury. And you can see we successfully made it across, so we'll go ahead and use Salah one more time to push that into place. And now we got to make one big yeetus over to this side here, which it's kind of a tough jump, or a funny angle as we like to say, but I nailed it. And all we need to do now is make our way to the top of these stairs. But wait, as soon as we advance up them, they give us the slip, quite literally. I drop a bunch of, God, what are those? Are those little, not cherubs, what are those things called? I forget, scare? No. Something like scarabs, something like that. We'll go ahead and grab the key that was dropped off and spin to win on the far right side here, opening up a door, allowing us to smash a whole new wall and find a hidden room here. Now, the important stuff is that we actually have some bouncing bricks here that we can turn into a head, which we can mount on the right-hand side, right to the right of that staircase. Once we do this, it should actually reveal that the stairs are back, and we can now make our way to the top ever so slowly. Once we get up there, there's actually there's 2 spots. Really, we got to fix one of them on the right, so we'll go to the one on the left first. It lifts us up, and we can go ahead and wait for that little flashing arrow to turn from white to blue. And then once it does, we'll go ahead and hit the old B button and toss that ruby jewel, whatever that is, up in the eye there. And it actually closes the left side. So we'll use that piece on the right hand to go ahead and slap it down and create the second elevator, and grab the left side box there. We'll slap it up top. We're using the same method as we did on the left, and booyah kashow. Hey, there's a bluesy up there. Don't forget that. All right, we out of here. In the next room, we're going to go ahead and find a couple of glowing spheres. Now, the first one is actually needing to be dug up on the left-hand side. One of you should probably still have a shovel. I think Salah always has a shovel. I could be wrong on that, but we're going to go ahead and I was going to pack it and put it in the middle, but we actually need to get a piece from the left side first. So we'll drop this one on the left. It sucks it in. Now we go ahead and smash the wall on the left. Check it out. There's that piece I was talking about we needed to complete her. So we'll go ahead and take this. I find that jumping almost seems to be faster when moving with large objects. So we'll go ahead and place that on there. We now have a functional elevator. We'll go ahead and jump our way back over and stuff this in there. Right? Jam it like Jordan. All right, we got his airness on. We'll go ahead and move to the far right side. We've got some more digging to do, so pull out that shovel. And we should find a book which will allow us to go in and decrypt some more hieroglyphics. Now, it looks like Indy has a book already, so you might have been able to avoid that build moment there. But just in case, we go ahead and get it done for you. All right, we'll jump up with Indy. I think you need Indy. I could be wrong on this, but I'm going to go ahead and whip it good here. It's a funny angle, though. I had a hard time getting the right look there. I finally got it. Got that last ball. We'll go ahead and take it to the far right side. Slam dunk her in there, which gives us a nice little moment. It's kind of a cutscene here. And oh. By the way, this audio was copyrighted, so I'm going ahead and filling in some. If this is terrible, I'll just mute it from here on out, but you guys let me know. Oh, back to the... Although we're not in the greatest of situation here, I have to say, it is great to see MARION, because in the storyline, we have believed MARION to be dead, as she got thrown in one of those, like wicker vases, whatever you want to call them. She got thrown into one of those guys and disappeared, and then we actually saw one blow up, so we thought she was gone. But she's not. Luckily for us, she is back. All right, we got to go ahead and take some stuff down on the right side, but we also need to take some stuff down on the left, and it's a little methodical on the left where we got to put Indy up on that platform and then jump up high with MARION to go ahead and pull it down. Once we go ahead and rip that down on the far right side after using Indy's whip, we could go ahead and make our way into another room here. We've got a handheld. We're going to go ahead and juggle across that and make it to a swinging vine. And now this gets a little sketchy as we continue to make these crazy jumps, smashing, banging, and booming everything all over the room. We finally get to a spot where we can use Indy to whip it good and get across. We do that. We find a shovel in that back corner after destroying some spider webs. We drop our book because, you know, reading is only so fun for so long. No, I'm just kidding. We'll pick that book up. I say, I told you we get that book right back. We need to dig up that lever, use it, and then MARION will join us. We can both jump on those ropes and open the door. Now we got this new room here. I get a little excited here. I think I get a couple of studs for building this up, but I do believe this is more of a free play element. I don't believe you need to do this. What we really need to focus on is getting those gears. You know what really grinds my gears? Oh, anybody know what that's from? There's actually two. We got one over here on the far right wall, which easily can be picked up and slapped into place. And the next one actually requires a little bit of digging. So we're going to need a shovel, which, if you noticed, we don't currently have a shovel anymore. So I take out all the stuff on the wall here, and I'm like, ooh, it's a key. Sweet deal. But we don't need the key just yet. We will eventually, but we actually need to get a shovel. And I started thinking, well, where the crap am I going to get a shovel? But guess what? I know where. In fact, we just came from a room that had shovels. So we'll go ahead and make our way back out the door we just came in. Nope. Back out the door we just came in. As you can see, it takes me a second to figure this out. Okay. Yes. Okay, I got it. We're going to go ahead and retreat now. We is out of here. All right, look at that. There's a shovel right in the corner. So we'll go ahead and swoop that up. And back in we go. And over to the far right side where we can dig up the final gear. And because we smashed the hole in the wall right there and picked up the key, we have all of the elements we need to go ahead and keep on with the keeping on, as we like to say around here. Oh, I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Don't want to fall down there. She can only jump so high with that heavy, heavy load she was packing there. Now we get the key into place and it starts spinning this up. We want to make sure Indy is on it because his hops are not at the tops. That's right. And look at that. I don't know why. That was a moment of artificial not-so-intelligence right there. I hate how the AI does whatever it wants sometimes. We've seen some kind of shaky behavior already, but that was not my favorite. All right, Indy is terrified of snakes, so try to keep him away from those. Get both of those switches pressed. I don't think you have to stand on them simultaneously. Just get them both down, and you can go ahead and keep on with the keeping on. All right, in this next room, we got all sorts of coffins, left and right side. If you get too close to them, they will smash out with some spikes and kill you. I highly recommend just running right up the middle. Go all the way to the back end and then through the door. We're going to go ahead and use the whip point to go ahead and jump across. And once we're over there, we'll dig up this spot here on the ground, which will go ahead and give us a couple of handhelds to get up top. Use the whip one more time to pull down that spot. We'll get a key from up top here, drop down and slap it into place. We start to spin it, but we realize it's a dual spinning. We actually need to create some stuff on the right here, so we'll switch to MARION. Use her high jumps to get up on this balcony and grab the key. I got a little button happy there. We'll go ahead and grab the key and drop down, place it in, and, of course, spin to win. Now, as soon as we do this, it lifts up this little bridge in front of us, but it also drops a snake from up top. It's like the largest snake we've ever seen. In order to fight him, we're going to need these torches on the left-hand side. Simply grab one, wait for that blue target to appear over him, and press the B button to turf it at him, and rinse and repeat this. We got to do this 5 times. And goal is to try to do it without taking his, I don't know what he's spitting at you. Snakes are not, I don't know, he's like part alpaca or something. I don't know. We'll go ahead and take him all the way down, though. That's right. Once that meter is depleted, we'll go ahead and jump across, build up the bridge, and then, of course, you can go and loot up some studs over here. I got a little too excited. Came right back, hop on the bridge. We're going to go up to this spot up here, grab onto the wall, push it in. No, not pull it out. Push it in, and final cutscene. All right, it's official. Level complete. Free play unlock. We got that "Why Did It Have to Be Snakes" achievement. We also got a couple of variant characters that were added to our list. And unfortunately, we fell short of that true adventurer. You know, we could have milked the last few studs and got that. I just didn't feel the need to go do that. We'll get them eventually. We'll hopefully buy some red brick stud multipliers here pretty soon, and those studs will be not much of a worry anymore. All right, hey guys, that's going to continue our story. That was a rhyme. Well, that's going to wrap it up, though, for LEGO Indiana Jones Chapter 4, The Well of Souls. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. We'll be back soon enough for free play, getting all of those collectibles along the way. As for me, though, that is going to go ahead and do it. As always, until next time...